LeBron James, over the course of his entire 19-year career, has had an endless amount of memorable and historic games. Game 7 versus the Warriors in 2016, Game 1 where he scored 51 points to open the finals in 2018 versus the Warriors, 45, 10, and 5 against the Celtics in an elimination game, in 2007 Game 5 where he scored 25 straight points against the Pistons, and all of his more endless great performances against the Celtics. You could go on and on all day about how many great games LeBron James have had, but those are just some performances to name a few. But it will be a certain kind of playoff performance in the playoffs of 2015 that one wouldn't really expect to see LeBron James have. Let's go all the way back to the 2015 season where we saw LeBron James making his return to Cleveland while having Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love on the team as well. And after starting the season 19-20, the LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love Cleveland Cavaliers team will go on to finish the season 53-29 as the second seed in the East. With LeBron James averaging 25 points, Kyrie averaging 22 points, and Kevin Love averaging 16 points a night, you could say that this Cleveland Cavaliers team was set to make a deep playoff run. That is of course what many people, including myself, was thinking, all up until this Cavaliers team got their fair share of the injury plague. With both Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving missing a ton of time in the playoffs due to injuries, this now set the stage for a very big performance from LeBron James. No Kyrie Irving, no Kevin Love, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers now faced a 60-win Atlanta Hawks team who were the #1 seed in the East, and despite being up 2-0 already over them, the Cavs desperately needed a big performance out of the King. So May 24th, 2015, no Kyrie Irving, no Kevin Love, Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. How does King James start the game? He goes 0 of 10 from the field. Despite having such a horrendous start to a playoff game, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers would only be down by 3 points at the start of the second quarter. I mean, hey, look, the truth of the matter is that every NBA player is going to have off games. I mean, there's a reason why Kobe Bryant has missed the most shots in NBA history. But when you're in the playoffs, and when you're a top 2 player in the history of the NBA, like LeBron, you just gotta find a way to make it happen. And that is exactly what LeBron James did. He would score his first few points midway through the second quarter, and the Cavs would go into halftime down by 1, all while LeBron James would have just 10 points. The third quarter is where we'd really see LeBron start to flip the switch. In the third quarter alone, LeBron James would have 15 points and 6 assists. He was literally doing anything possible to get his team points. And whether he was drawing fouls, drawing double teams, kicking out to open players for an assist, getting offensive boards, or just taking it himself and just scoring in simple LeBron James fashion. But make no mistake, this was not a weak Hawks team that the Cavs were facing. Despite LeBron James finally turning it up a notch in the second half, the Hawks would still play strong and get the game to overtime. It would be a very close overtime game throughout, but it would be LeBron James who would hit an open corner 3 to give the Cavs the lead, and would follow it up later on with another shot to eventually seal the deal for the Cavs. And in going up 3-0 over the Atlanta Hawks, LeBron James played over 46 minutes, scoring 37 points, 18 rebounds, and having 13 assists in the great win for the Cavs. Yeah, 14-37 from the field is far from good, but when you're in a LeBron James position and in the playoffs need to get a playoff win, you just gotta do what you gotta do. So what do you think? Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, like and comment whether or not you knew about this great performance by LeBron James, and comment what your favorite LeBron James performance is, and if there are any other forgotten performances that you want to bring up about LeBron James. And if you like me, subscribe.